We're kicking off the off-season episode of the Toronto Maple Leafs NHL25 franchise. We're going to do the draft, free agency, and then go ahead through some of the preseason and get us going in the regular season. We're going to look at the retired players. Anyone on our team retire? Backstrom, Perry. Alright, Toronto Maple Leafs. No skaters, no goaltenders. So no one has decided to hang up the skates. Cam McGuire for the Marlies have retired. Corey Perry is a scout, and Justin Dowling is a scout. And let's get some interviews and really just look to get through this. We won the cup, right? We have the last pick in this draft. So Caleb Matthews, he's Canadian, so I don't think there's any relation to Austin. But 6 foot, right shot forward. Let's get going with him. Chat about your strengths and weaknesses. Give me your strengths. Skating. Well, what are your weaknesses? What do you suck at? Defense is lacking. Okay, for a center, that's not great. Tell me about your play style. Readiness. How quickly do you think you can play in the NHL? A few years. He's committed to getting the seasoning required to be an NHLer, but not quite ready yet. ETA 4 years. Next, we're going to go with Colby Gapter. Defenseman, took a look at his profile. Comp is Alex Pietrangelo. He apparently has no weaknesses, so let's ask about his strengths. Physical. Physicality is his best asset. Right shot defenseman, I like that. Let's talk about your play style. Break it down for me. Stay-at-home defenseman, preventing goals is my forte. So steady, right shot defenseman. Stay at home. Talk about the type of person you are, and give me your personality. High stands for myself and the team. I want to win. Sounds like a nice fit. Now we're going to go all the way down to Keegan Gillen. Right shot, 6 foot defenseman. No weaknesses. Hands and puck control is a strength. Patience and poise, offensive instincts. Skills look alright. NHL ETA 5 years. We're gonna ask him about that again, just to see how ready he is. And a lot of learning. Not ready anytime soon. Okay. It's not great, but you're looking at second round picks. Understandable. What do you consider your greatest strength? Alright, skating. Sounds good. And play style. And ask him about his play style. Join the rush and still be the first man back. Two-way defender. Alright. I like that quite a bit, but the ETA is 5+ years, and that is brutal. We have the 53rd overall pick from the Carolina Panthers. Mark Holmes seems to be the best guy we got. Sniper, left-handed, 6'2" winger from the USA Hockey program. ETA is about 3 years. I can do that. ETA 3 years, I can absolutely do that. We have a very good scouting report on him, especially for a late second round pick. 3 years, I am A-okay with that. We have a couple gems for later down the board, a couple goalies, and we have a bust. However, I think this is the right way to go with Mark Holmes. Now we're going all the way to the last pick in the 5th round. Woodworth, the goalie. That has some promise. We do have... Oh, he's like 188. Maybe later. Maybe later. We're going to get some more goalies in the pipeline. We're going to go with Aiden Woodworth with our 5th round pick. And we're getting an offer. You want to give us... I don't want Pat Maroon. I could not care less about getting Pat Maroon. And Jared Vitale, 6'2" goaltender. Still there for a pick, and we're going to take him. He's marked as a gem, so hopefully pretty good. And then we're going to go to pick 224. Final pick of the draft. And we're going to go with David Bukowski, 6'5", right-handed defenseman of the Oshawa Generals. And that concludes our draft where we made 4 picks. Getting a jump on the re-sign phase. Tendered, Robertson, Dewar, Holmberg, Timmins, Kokkonen, and then down the list a few AHL and Marley guys. 61 overall, it's not really worth my time. And tendered Hildeby. Elephant in the room. Okay, 1, Pacioretty, you can go. You had 24 goals, great. I will find those goals elsewhere. Resign John Tavares. 2 years, $7.5 million per year. He was the Conn Smythe winner for this playoff run. I was ready to let him walk, ready to let him go. Hard to let a Conn Smythe winner, hometown player, walk out the door. So he has a no move in the first year, and then a 16-team trade list for the second year. I believe another player signed a tender. Was a center. Alright, no. Think right here. Ryan signed the tender. And outside that, I'm ready to let guys walk. We'll have a few million in cap space to work with. I think about 4.6 to work with. Resign some guys, maybe move some guys, and go from there. So I'm content to just go right on ahead to free agency. Maybe we move Stolars and get some assets. Dewar accepts it. Accepts it. Who isn't accepting it? It's going to be Robertson. This is going to be tough. It's going to be, okay, Robertson, Holmberg, Timmins. What do you want? Nick, you wants 1.6 by 2. I could stomach that. What does Timmins want? 1.5 by 3. Again, I could stomach that. What does Holmberg want? You were scratched. More often than not, I really don't want to give you 1 million. It might be penny pinching a little bit here. It's okay. We're going to free agency. Updating the trade block. I will get in on the action here. No, I want to keep counting Minton. To make this work, we're going to put Stoli on the block. And instead of Minton, we are going to put... Robertson might have some value. We'll put Nick Robertson on the block as well. As we have 37 contracts, so that's nice. Free agents, who do we got? What do we have to spend? 4 million. So that takes us out of the like Rantanen, Bouchard, Skinner class.
And some of the re-sign phase carrying through. Holmberg signs his tender, Kokkonen signs his tender, and Topi Nemela getting offer sheeted by Washington. It's a 1 year by $1.215 million. Not going to give us a draft pick. He had 4 goals, 19 assists in 50 AHL games. We'll think about it. Abrazizi signed his tender, and just not going to match the offer sheet. I don't want to pay an AHL defender that much money because he's not going to be in the NHL. He's not even going to be a scratched NHL player for us. Don't really see the points in that. And go to Washington. I really don't need to retain his services. And because of this offer sheet, I'm going to try to negotiate with Nick Robertson and Connor Timmins, who are 2 restricted free agents who have yet to sign the tender. Both are kind of important and would like to do this, so just going through the negotiation, trying to find a team-friendly salary with Robertson. 1.125 isn't going to get it done, so we're going to bump it up a little bit. It's not going to say no to our new offer, back up to 1.475, and he really likes that. Going to try to knock down a little bit off this contract. 2 years seems to be the sweet spot. And I think 2 for 1.375 per season is going to be the sweet spot. Doesn't want to go lower than that. So that's where we're going to end up with Nick Robertson for a 2-year deal for someone who's going to play up and down the lineup on the left side. No real complaints there. Would be hard to replace him, as shocking as that sounds. So that's what we're going to send his way. Connor Timmins, third pair, right shot defenseman, could run a power play if you really needed him to. I'd be okay with that. He wants a 1-year deal. I'm going to try to push for 2, just so we can get a little bit of stability with that third pair. Him and Benoit work quite well together, and that's a pairing I would like to keep together for the foreseeable future. Trying to work out the salary. He wants 1.375 per year. Going to try to find a bit more of a team-friendly salary. Don't know how likely that's going to be. Trying to knock off a lot of money. Knocking off $250,000. Not going to do it for him. So we're going to increase the offer. Not quite there yet with 1.225. 1.325 seems to be the sweet spot for him as well. So we're going to send that over to him, making just a little bit less than Nick Robertson. Third pair defenseman, 28 years old or 26 years old. Sending it over. Nick Robertson accepts the deal, and Connor Timmins has accepted the contract. So lock up a couple guys that could be facing offer sheets. Robertson was a good one because this forward group is looking a little bit thin. We're going down to Bobby McMahon, Pontus Holmberg, Connor Dewar as guys who might end up playing extended minutes or at least kind of key roles. The defense group looks a lot better. I like the depth we have here. Riley, Ekman-Larsson, Liljegren, Tanev, Timmins and Benoit, and then Kokanen's there. Maybe we get another depth guy just to add to it. Going through free agency and just finding some depth guys to offer. And then we get to Steven Lorentz, who accepts our offer, played with Colorado, signing Matt Rempe because AHL players, we need them. And then we're going to send a deal to Alex Nylander, all 1 year, $775,000 two-way deals. Owner goals, want to make round 3 of the playoffs, sell 95% of season tickets, and boost the team chemistry by 5 to 73. As we go through the lineup, first line remains unchanged. Geeky's going to bump up to the second line and play that left wing spot. That sends Domi down to center of the third line with him, Robertson, and Yarncroc. Fun third line. Defensively remains unchanged, really. We got solid second and third pairs. Goalies, Joseph Woll is going to lead the way there. And then Solars is going to be the backup. Bobby McMahon looking to be a scratch. Matt Rempe as well. We'll see. We might get another depth defenseman to play. We're going to have Minton and Nylander on that top line in the minors. And then we'll slide Easton Cowan up there just to get some development for the prospects that are going to be pretty important to this team going forward. Defensively, looks all right. The excitement here is Noah Chadwick. Everyone else is just a vet. And then we're starting a conversation with our coach to get some expectations in line for the season. He agrees that, or he thinks, that it is a playoff team. We just won the Stanley Cup, so that makes a lot of sense. And I'm going to agree with that. He likes the vote of confidence, and we're setting the expectation and the desire to be a skilled team. One of the most skilled teams in the league, and that's going to be the focus throughout the preseason as we get into a little bit of preseason action against Tampa Bay. Great backtrack from Yarncroc, sends it over to Robertson, gets it to Domi, who buries one. That's how the third line works, where you have Yarncroc being the more defensively responsible player, and then you just get excitement. I will absolutely take that.
I love this
Looking forward
snapshot
to it.
from inside James that beats the goaltender, but how about the will to...
All right, change of mind. Promotion nights now. November 22nd, hosting Pittsburgh. December 30th, hosting the Flyers. We have a Matthews bobblehead, then a Marner bobblehead night against the Kraken. Make it a Nylander bobblehead night. Then Washington, February 16th. do a t-shirt giveaway. And then we got room for one more. Gonna go down into April, Monday night, hosting the Bruins. Make that a hat giveaway, and there are the promotion nights. Was not that hard to do. And it's all set and done now. So now, for real, next time, in Florida, in Carolina, hosting Montreal.